Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I am doing a deep dive into the most luxurious resort in Walt Disney World, the Grand Floridian. Let's check it out. So to me, the Grand Floridian is literally one of the greatest hotels in the Walt Disney World area. No question, it has been for years. It's sort of like the pinnacle of luxury and elegance where all the resorts are concerned. And nothing has really changed. It is still at the highest level. I haven't stayed there in quite a while. And I was just as blown away as I was the first time. The Grand Floridian is known for its regal elegance, where you feel literally like a princess when you walk into the lobby. It's just majestic and grand and white and gorgeous in every way, and it is still just perfect. So when I booked my room at the Grand Floridian, I of course wanted to get the best of the best, and that is a room with a view of the water. So you never quite know what you're gonna get when you ask for one of these rooms, and I have to say I was completely blown away. It was absolutely gorgeous. You walk through the door, the room is just impeccable. It's so clean, it's white, it's got these beautiful, charming, whimsical touches of Alice in Wonderland and Mary Poppins, and the bathroom is gorgeous, and then pièce de résistance, the view. Slide open that balcony door and there is, to me, one of the most spectacular views in the world, the monorail, heading off to Magic Kingdom. I mean, it just doesn't get any better. I was like freaking out, so happy, so excited. So it's gorgeous and not dated at all. Again, this hotel is from 1998, so it's been around. The Grand Flows, that's what people call her. It's like it was just built yesterday. Gorgeous, perfect. Such a comfortable room. The one weird thing is we were on the first level, which I love, have no problem with. The balcony was gorgeous, of course, the view. But there was this one section, it was actually a smoking section that was kind of right in front of our room, a little bit off to the side, and I thought that was a little strange. I didn't even know there was a smoking section inside the resort, but there is. So just FYI, if that's something that will bother you, you might want to ask about that before you get there, just to make sure. One other weird thing that is obviously new and different in 2021, they are not offering maid service on a daily basis. You do have to ask for it. So if you're going to be there for a longer period of time, that's something you'll want to arrange if you want them to come in. Otherwise, you can get fresh towels, fresh sheets, you can get anything you need. They'll take out your trash, do anything. Just give them a buzz and let them know like exactly what you want. But it's not like normal times where it's offered every day and they show up. So just FYI. Now, for my favorite part, the food. Basically, it's a little different this year in 2021. I'm sure things are going to start to change, start to open up. We have no idea when any of that's going to happen, but I will tell you the options that are available right now. Number one option is Narcoossee's, which is their high-end, gorgeous steakhouse, seafood house, right on the water, incredible views, beautiful bar to go and sit. They have mixologists. Go and get the magical star. Don't even question it. Magical star, get it now. Unfortunately, one of my favorites, Victoria and Albert's, their like 5-star dining, is not available right now, but hopefully that'll be coming back soon, and that's just an experience. That is the highest level of luxury experience at Disney World. There is the Grand Floridian Cafe, which has wonderful food as well. Fish dishes, salads, burgers, all that kind of stuff. And I have to say that room service at the Grand Floridian is amazing. Now, it's totally different than you're used to. the beautiful tray coming in, the waiter comes in the room, the whole thing, and the silverware and the service and the thing. No, not existing anymore. But you still get the highest level of service. They do come to your room. It comes in a bag and it's in plastic and da-da-da. Very clean, very safe. Love it. But the food is still fantastic. I don't know what it is, but they do something with their Mickey waffle that is perfection. I don't even know what it is. The perfect breakfast is the kids' Mickey waffle. Get two if you want. I don't know why. They're tiny, they're cute, they're so delicious. And the Grand Mimosa. I don't know what they're putting in their mimosas at the Grand Floridian, but it is something spectacular. Sitting out on our balcony, having a Mickey waffle and a Grand Mimosa is just about as good as it can get. Highly recommend it. One of my other favorite spots at the Grand Floridian is hands down one of the most romantic places you can go to with your significant other, the Enchanted Rose. We literally got off the plane, got into a car, got ourselves to the Grand Floridian, and boom, right into the Enchanted Rose for a wonderful welcome cocktail. Sit outside, enjoy the most gorgeous view overlooking the water and the pool. It is so elegant, so romantic, and the perfect beginning to a Grand Floridian trip. Also, you must get the truffle fries. Oh my goodness, they are spectacular, and it's the best thing on the menu, besides the drinks. Okay, so it's 2021, so things are obviously very different than they have been. And I just want to point out a couple of pros and cons for a Disney trip to the Grand Floridian these days. So obviously the pros, they're too easy. It's gorgeous, it's elegant, it's clean, it's beautiful, and the service is just next level. One of the greatest things about staying at the Grand Floridian are the views from the room. If you can, try to splurge on a room with either a view of the park or at least the water. Oh my gosh, it's so worth it. Waking up, having your eyes open in the morning, and you look out that window and you see that monorail going by, it is like one of the greatest things in the world. I'm sorry, I just love it. I can't help it. I'm a nerd. Basically, for me, one of the biggest reasons to stay at the Grand Floridian is the monorail that takes you to Magic Kingdom. I think you can get there in less than 3 minutes. I don't even know. It's probably way less than 3 minutes. It is so accessible, and now there's actually a walkway. So when there's a huge line for the monorail at the end of the night, boom, you're walking. I think it's a 15-minute walk. It's like nothing, and it is so beautiful. So you have the monorail access right at your front door. You've got the most incredible views right out your window. And you also get to see from your window the most fabulous electrical boat parade every night. It is so much fun to watch this from your window. It is like a treat beyond treats. Another reason to stay at the Grand Floridian, as if you need more at this point, is the bar situation. The Enchanted Rose is incredible. Obviously you can go there if you're not staying there, but it's so wonderful to have that at your fingertips at the end of the night to just cap off the perfect magical day. Also, Narcoossee's has a beautiful bar as well and great bartenders. Both highly recommended. Okay, so here's some of the cons of staying at the Grand Floridian. Number one, it's really expensive. Like, it's kind of infamous for being very expensive. Everybody knows it. You stay on that monorail loop at the Magic Kingdom, it's gonna be costly. So that's just a fact. But to me, it is worth it. Another con of staying at the Grand Floridian is the distance to the other parks. Now, right now, the Epcot monorail is not accessible, so it kind of makes getting to Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and definitely Animal Kingdom a lot more annoying because you have to take a bus. The buses are incredibly efficient. I didn't have a problem with them at all this trip, but sometimes there can be a wait going either direction, so you just never really know. Of course, the monorails are the best. They're super fast. I'm sure that's going to change back in the future, and hopefully that Epcot monorail loop will open soon enough, but for right now, that's kind of the deal. Another tip is you could take an Uber to the parks. It's actually really efficient and it's not super expensive at all. Especially if you're going to Disney Springs, I highly recommend, instead of waiting for the bus, sometimes that bus can get very crowded, there's lines, and you do end up waiting. You take an Uber, it's on your time, and it's not that expensive. So there you go, that is my deep dive for the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa. It is such an unbelievably magical resort. I would highly recommend that if you're lucky enough to be going to Disney for a handful of days, that you split your stay with resorts. I would do definitely the Grand Floridian, definitely Animal Kingdom Lodge, and most definitely the Beach Club Resort. Those are my 3 absolute favorites, and splitting those up makes for the most spectacular trip. But the Grand Floridian is a place that you really want to focus on staying if your family is absolutely madly in love with the Magic Kingdom. And who isn't, frankly? It's just so accessible. It makes life so easy for getting back and forth to the park. So please leave a comment in the section down below if you've stayed at the Grand Floridian this year, and if you have any tips or tricks or anything that you thought, or what your opinion of it was this year. So that's my deep dive into the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa. I had the most magical time and I can't wait to go back. I'll see you soon.